All right, we're live.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday, Good Friday for Christians. 4/10/2020, Passover,
Yeah.
religious time of year. Some people are saying that God gave us a wake-up call with this COVID thing. Not sure how everybody sits on that. Anyway, I'm Johnny Walker.
Welcome, Marlowe.
We are. I'm an agent here at my home group.
Director of Business Development here at my home group, as well as a licensed agent. Been in the business 17 years, so I've done lending, I've done investing, fix and flips, and then I've done real estate for 8 years, and I've been Director of Business Development here at my home group for going on 5 years now. So.
Okay, and I've been a loan officer, I've been a title rep. I taught realtors how to buy properties at auction, and I've been an agent now for 6 years. So a little bit of experience up here. I've got 15 years in, Mike's got 18. So we're going to come at you a little bit different today. Last week we kind of covered just some really basic CRM management, and that's really good for the newer agents. I would be honest with you and tell you that the more experienced agents, it was more like a kick in the teeth, because we all know what we're supposed to do with our CRM, but we just don't do it. So that whole class works as kind of a reminder for the newer agents. That's a really good way to get started and kind of feel your way around and get into the business. So,
okay. So today, hopefully, is going to be the kick in the pants you need to really get out there and get some stuff going.
Yeah, we're going to change things up a little bit today. Okay, so how many people do we got on here? Okay, we got a couple people on here, so people are still rolling in. Okay, so let's talk turkey. What's your business look like with this whole COVID thing? And let me address something right off the bat. Regardless of what your belief is, people think this is a Chinese bioweapon, or it's a hoax, or it's a whatever it is, it's real. No matter what it is,
it's here.
It's here, and it's affecting our economy, and it's affecting our business. It's affecting our families. It's having a lot of effects, and most of them are negative effects. It's pretty much, it's made us change completely on how we do business, how we hang out with our family, how we communicate. It's caused so much turmoil and so much change. It's really tough. A lot of people are having a really hard time for it. So as we go through this today, let's keep in mind that how you feel about it is probably similar to the way a lot of people feel about it, but it's probably different too. So some people are taking a kind of a positive look, which I have adopted, more of a positive mentality, but a lot of people are having a really hard time getting through this, a really hard time. Yeah. So, on the lighter side of that, they're saying 9 months from now there's going to be a lot more babies, and then I heard one the other day that there's going to be 88% of blondes will no longer be blonde by the end of this. I mean, there's a lot of funny stuff going on out there, and take it for what it's worth. Laugh a little bit if you can.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna maintain a real positive outlook as to how COVID-19 and your business can look different, and maybe give you some ideas that we've amassed from people that we know and people that have good ideas. And some of these are original thoughts. Some of them we've grabbed from other people. So let's kind of dive into it a little bit. So Mike and I were talking about what's the pillars of business. They talk about pillars. What's your mainstay? How are you getting business, and how's that changed? Now that we're in this COVID-19 thing. So open house, sphere of influence, online leads. What else could we add to that? If anybody, this is interactive too. If you've got anything to add,
post
go ahead
question.
and type it in, and Kelly will bring it into us and kind of let us know what's going on.
These 3 pillars right here, these are the ones that are most popular. These are what most agents are doing, even during this time. So there are lots of other different pillars of business that are out there. Okay, and so we're going to talk about these 3 right now, but any other different things that you guys are doing, go ahead and share it with us. Just send it out there. Kelly's going to let us know any questions, and we'll get to it.
Yeah, this is interactive. We want you guys to chime in and share. This is a sharing kind of thing. That's kind of what my home group's all about. If you're with my home group, you understand that. If you're not with my home group, that's really the mainstay of this brokerage. Is they built a huge culture of sharing here. When somebody finds something that's working, we share it so that everybody can benefit from it. So that's kind of what my home group is built here. It's pretty amazing. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
I can't believe you brought a Sox cup in here.
I had to, Mike. I had to.
We're both from Chicago. I am a Cubs fan. He's a Sox fan. I'm sorry.
Back off 6 feet, pal.
Yeah, right.
Actually, it doesn't matter. None of us are gonna. Well, actually, they're talking about maybe having some baseball down here. So
yeah, that would be pretty cool.
We'll
We're talking about bringing all the teams down here because we have the 10 fields, and then plus the
10 spring training facilities.
Yes, yeah.
Couple college facilities, a pro facility. So they're talking about 2 or 3 games a day.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think for sports people, I'm a sports guy.
I know.
Just having something to watch would be
nice.
something competitive. Yeah. My kid the other day was looking at this horse race. I'm like, what are you looking at? I said, you're not into the horse. He goes, I am now. It's the only thing that you look at that's competitive. So, all right, let's first talk about open house. And there's a lot of do's and don'ts about open house right now. It's a big pillar for me. I get a lot of business from open houses. I haven't been doing any open houses. So let's go right back to the baseball thing. So that's a really positive thing. Baseball players are going to come down. They're going to sequester them in a hotel and all that. A lot of people are looking at that like, hey, that's going against this whole social distancing thing. It's dangerous. Yeah, no, there's multiple different ways to look at that. Same thing with open houses. So you got a couple different options on open houses. You can continue to do open houses the way you always did. Go out, put your signs up, sit in your open house, hope somebody comes in. Right now, I got to be honest with you, if somebody comes to an open house,
they're probably pretty serious
they're
buyers.
probably pretty serious buyers, yeah. And is there opportunity to maybe pick up a client, a buyer? I would say absolutely. On the other hand of that, a lot of folks that are going out to open houses, their realtor might be saying, no, I'm not doing it, or go ahead, have a blast, that's not something I want to do right now. There's multiple different aspects of this. Here's what we would suggest. If you do decide to do an open house, I see 2 options. You can do a standard, regular open house, wearing a mask, gloves, have a lot of hand sanitizer.
Well, even cleaner, wipe down.
Cleaner.
People come through.
Yeah, and tell your folks that come in, say, look, I've opened up every door. I've turned on all the lights. You don't have to touch anything. What I'm doing, I showed property yesterday. I take a can of those wipes. I hand them to my clients and say, here you go. You don't have to touch anything. If you do, just use this. And then I go through and I open all the doors, open the refrigerator for them, whatever it is they need to do. I try to do that myself, and I also tell the opposing realtor that, hey, I wiped down the house when I was done. It's exactly how I found it when I got there. Yeah. Just be courteous. Let's all work as a team. And just be smart.
Yeah. And you talk about the face masks and the gloves, and you were talking about this here. What is it going to be our new normal after this? So that might be something that you're going to see for a little while until we get, completely on the other side of this thing. So having a face mask, gloves, having stuff like that handy in your car, maybe even make yourself a little kit there for your car with maybe some wipes, some cleaner, and
that's what I did.
Yeah,
I did. I created a kit. I have gloves, so I change gloves every time. I have a mask. And I have hand sanitizer to protect myself and my family, and also to protect my clients and the opposing clients, the listing clients. So that's one option. The other option is do virtual, and there's a lot of different places you can go to figure that out. So ARMLS has created a new button on listings that you can do a virtual tour. You have Matterport. You can go and video the house. Yep. You can do a FaceTime showing. I do a lot of relocation for people from Chicago. I have billboards all over Chicago inspiring people to move to Arizona. A little tough right now. But I've got those clients that I can do a FaceTime showing, walk them around the house. This is the refrigerator, open it. This is the garage. walk around the house. So there's still ways to do it. Don't give up on this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think about it, there's more people probably online right now because they're not out and about. So, having the ability to do a virtual open house can be pretty cool. So doing the FaceTime or doing your own personal video where you can then advertise at all the different social media platforms that they can view your open house. And then if they have questions, they can, come directly to you right there.
Yeah,
So,
or even go out and do a tour and record it.
yeah.
And then you can just send it to anybody you want. Anybody that's interested in this property, here's a virtual tour. I created it myself. It's personal. Or you can do it personal one-on-one like a FaceTime kind of deal. Our lovely assistant, Kelly, brought in a question.
Well, not really. It's supposed to be on the DL.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's open house. Sphere, we covered Sphere last time, talking about using your CRM. I'm going to add something to that. So yesterday, I reached out to one of my clients that lives out in Pennsylvania. They're selling their house. They bought a house here, and they're getting ready to move here. They were going to move here in May, and they're not going to move here now until June. And I just reached out because they're really nice people and say, hey, how you guys doing? How's everything holding up? I'm not a personal friend of theirs. I'm not, they have their personal friends. They have their family. They were so surprised that I reached out just to say, hey, how you guys doing? And really appreciated it. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a really good opportunity to reach out to folks. If you did 10, 20, 30 transactions last year, maybe reach out to them and just say, hey, I was thinking about you. How's everything going? I know you're in the house. Maybe have some fun with it. How's quarantining in the house? I know that one room was this or something. Find ways to contact your clients. This is a great opportunity to reach out and let them know you care and be real about it. That comes with a warning though. Don't be salesman-y about this because you'll blow it.
No, yeah, this is the time where it's just reaching out to them. I do two different types of calls when I work my database. So I'll have what's called a give back call, and then I have what's called a gratitude call. So, and right now it's no better time to reach out to your database and just build some trust equity. That's another thing that you probably hear a lot out there right now is building that trust equity. Just reaching out to them. How can I help you? How are things going? How are you doing through this time? Is there anything I can help you with? Just simple things like that.
And use it as a learning tool, because you're going to get different perspectives. People have different perspectives. I have clients in Chicago. I have clients in Pennsylvania. I have clients in Texas. I have clients in Tempe, Glendale, Scottsdale. Kind of learn from it. Use it and learn it. And then take that knowledge and share it with everybody else. It's a good way to learn how people are looking at this and stuff that maybe you didn't think of. Okay? So that's pretty much, that's a whole separate deal. Sphere it's a huge pillar for most everybody's business.
But it should be non-negotiable. It should be the one thing that you're doing all the time. Even the experienced agents, we find that a lot of them aren't really working the database the way that they should be. And that's the one thing you got to ask yourself right now. And all the different pillars of business that you are doing right now, are you doing them the way that you should be doing them? Are you making your 5-10 calls a day? Are you reaching out to people? Are you becoming better at the system that you're using? What does your business? Have you looked at what your business looks like before today? Up until we're in April, so we're 4 months in. What does your business look like? Are you on track? Are you where you want to be? And we know we're going to come out on the other side of this thing. So are you prepared to really come out of the gate when we are back out and about? So, and we know it's coming. Hopefully sooner than later. There's been a lot of great news out there. So
I predicted that April 7th that the news cycle would change. I was off by 2 days. The news cycle is changing. There's less cases, and I'm not going to get into all that, but the news cycle is changing. We were, holy crap, this is horrible, and now it's starting to level out. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There truly is. Yeah. All right, leads online. Not my thing. I'm not you got to call them and be the first one to call them in 5 seconds if you're going to get this client or not. That's just not my thing. It never has been. My whole thing is if I'm out with $1 million client and I got to catch a lead that's for $150,000 property, I feel my client that I'm with is more important. That's my opinion. Mike, you know more about it than I do.
This is a pillar of business that you're doing. You've probably heard the term speed to lead. This is definitely where you have to be on top of your game in this arena. So if you are doing online leads, you hear some statistics. You have less than 22 seconds to capture their attention. So whenever you're out there, we're going to talk about content here in a little bit, but the premise of of doing leads online is that you got to have great content. It needs to be short, needs to be sweet. You have 22 seconds to capture their attention, or they're gone. So, and the other thing is when the lead does come into the system, you really need to call them within 60 seconds or less. Typically, when we teach about this, it's 5 minutes or less, but you really do need to reach out to them.
Mike, talk about how COVID affects that, because I think everybody knows how that works. So let's talk about how coronavirus affects that, or does it?
No, I don't know that it's going to affect it. The only where it's really going to affect it is if they're going to go out and show houses. Because right now, everything's online, so it's not going to really slow down people looking at houses online or asking questions online or different things like that. So when someone does come into your site, they become a lead, nothing changes there. You got to reach out to them immediately. When it does turn into a potential buyer or a potential seller, that's where you have to take everything changes, because now it's, are you meeting, you're probably not going to meet in person, you're probably going to meet on a Zoom meeting, and you're going to be able to go through the whole listing presentation that way. So you're going to be using maybe different pieces of technology now. So even a buyer consultation you'll be able to do on a Zoom meeting or a go-to meeting, or even over the phone if you had to, if it's just a phone conversation. But that's where some things are going to change.
That's in general. So let me ask you this, on the, what do you call it, quick to react or whatever?
Speed to lead.
Speed to lead, okay. So with more people that are doing these leads that are not out, not busy, is it more competitive, do you think? Or
even more competitive, absolutely, because think about it, everybody's inside. So that person that normally would be out showing that property that isn't showing that property that was going to call that person is now
able to. Snowball
effect. It's going to be.
So more people are probably, there's probably maybe more leads. More people are online and clicking that button. So you got to react fast.
Yeah. But most consumers are, they're searching 3 or 4 different sites anyway. So that's why it's important for you to make sure that you call right away, because they might have already moved on to another site looking at another property, and that agent actually calls them. So it is definitely important. I mean, just some simple statistics. After 5 minutes, you're 30 times less likely to get to capture that lead. And then if you call, if it's after half an hour, you're hurting yourself by making the call. I mean, that's just how fast they move on, how consumers will move on. So
we're going to put our information up on the board. If you have more questions, you want to get more in depth on any of these things that we're just kind of hitting short, you can call and talk to Mike or me. Don't call me about that stuff. That's not my thing. Okay.
You can definitely call me. You can email me, Michael Marlowe at myhomegroup.com, if you have questions, things like that. Happy to help.
Okay. So we all have a little more time right now. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Mr. Superman, realtor. It doesn't matter. We all have more time right now. There's less business being transacted. So with that point said, now is the best time. We talked last week about working on your CRM and getting that straightened out. This week I'm going to tell you that you have time to develop your relationships with your team. Now, let me discuss team first. My home group has 20-some teams, I think.
Oh, probably more than that, yeah.
We have a bunch of teams. And if the team thing is your thing, more power to you. Team thing is not my thing. Some people do teams, some people don't. They provide all kinds of different value. That's your call. But every single one of us, whether you're on a team or not on a team, need to have your own team. And this is your team, okay? It's a partnership. So your lender, your title, your home inspector, and your home warranty, those are your team. That's your partner. If you don't, I'm going to touch this really fast. I'm not going to dwell on it. If you don't have a relationship, a working relationship where it's a two-way street, where your team members, your lender, your title rep, your home inspection company, and your home warranty, if they're not providing you value, find another one. Simple as that. Simple as that. This is your team. They should be providing you value. If you want to talk more about what that looks like and how your lender can provide you value, how your title rep. Right now, I got to tell you that my title company of choice is Lawyers Title. They have proven to be the ultimate in team for me. They provide me with help from from Amanda Briggs she's awesome, and Kim Hickey's awesome. All the folks over at Lawyers are great. Anthony, Ryan, she provides me help with my computer and technology because I'm an idiot when it comes to ChapStat and Insta pictures and all that. I'm an idiot at it. Her advice to me was, if you're not good at it, don't do it. That's not your thing. Figure out what it is. Talk to your title reps. Take time to explain your business to them, whether you're a multi-million-dollar producer or you do one deal a month. Talk to your title rep. They have ideas. Why? Because they're involved with every brokerage in the valley. They're out there. They're hearing ideas. They're bringing stuff to the table that says, hey, I got an agent that's doing this. This might work for you. You have the right personality for this. They're a wealth of information. Not only that, they can provide you so much from a title company aspect, lists, buyer guides. There's so much to it. So
Altos reports. Those of you that know what are the experienced agents out there, this is definitely the time to make sure you've dialed in, like you said. What is the team? What are these people doing for you in your business? Your buyer consultations, your listing presentations. This is the time to really get them dialed in. And I know there's a lot of experienced agents don't even really, they have sort of a process, but they don't have a full-on buyer presentation or a full-on listing presentation. They can help you with that. So there's a lot of great tools and things, and Altos Report is one of them. How many of you experienced agents know what absorption rate is? And do you really implement that into your presentation, your buyer presentation or listing presentation? So things like that are important that they can help you with. So
here's what title reps are doing right now. I know that next Wednesday, Lawyers is having the Cromford Report. They're having Tina Tambor in for my home group. That's providing value because the information that Tina Tambor has, I can't express how important that is, that you're knowledgeable of how this COVID-19 is affecting the real estate market. Let me give you another thing. A lot of my business comes from relocation from Chicago that I've mentioned. Here's a big difference. If you do a real estate transaction in Illinois, there's an attorney involved. There's no attorney involved in Arizona. And my clients from Illinois are like, well, wait, who protects me? What? Well, all of a sudden, the choice you made on Realtor is vitally important because your Realtor represents you from a legal standpoint as far as the contract's concerned, and your title company is the one that ensures that everything happens properly. I couldn't be happier with Lawyers Title. You make your own decision. Reach out to me if you want to know more about why I'm such a big fan of Lawyers Title. They are a partner here, a power partner here. There's a lot of great title companies out there. I think we added Magnus as a power partner. So if you want more information on that, call me. Okay, so lender. What's your lender doing? How's your lender helping you out right now? Guess what? Lenders aren't as slow as you think they are. You know why? Because rates are low. People are refining. They're doing a lot of refi business. They're doing more refi business than they are purchase business right now. Trust me on that.
But how much has changed right now? In the lending industry, right? So there's been a lot of changes. So hopefully you've been reaching out to find out, how does this affect buyers? What are the different changes? What's going on in lending right now since COVID and all this stuff? So there have been some changes. So hopefully you've, had that Zoom meeting or the phone conversation with your lender to find out what are the changes? What is going on?
Think about the two-way street on that. Think about the people that you're calling every day, you're talking to every day, and you ask them, hey, what's your rate right now? Hey, maybe you should call X. My lender. Call my lender and reach out to him. It might be a good time to refi. Well, now all of a sudden you're feeding your lender business. Guess what? That's got to be a two-way street. Your lender needs to be feeding you business as well. And if they're not, find another lender. There's a lot of lenders out there. There's a lot of really good lenders out there. Mm-hmm. Okay? Find a lender that's willing to help you with your business. Vitally important. Home inspection, I don't know how much give and take there is from a home inspection as far as creating business, but I will tell you this, that your home inspector can keep your business because they can also lose it. If you get a home inspector out there and they're doing a review of the house and a home inspector, and this happened to me, so this is not BS, and says, yeah, this roof is probably going to fall down and kill your children in this house once you move in. It's like, dude, are you kidding? He all but killed the family telling them about the roof because he was trying to impress everybody about how much he knew. Not the right answer, okay?
That's the right way to present it.
Yeah, their job is to present, there's an issue here. Maybe you should be aware of it. Vitally important. Home warranty, we have 2 great home warranty partners, Super, and my personal favorite is OneGuard. I have nothing bad to say about Super. I use OneGuard, I've been using them for years. Shelly Carr is an awesome rep. Their rep for Super is Kershaw, right? She's great too. Yeah, they're both great. Pick out, both of them can help you with your business. They have a lot of ideas. I'm going to go right back to that thing again. They're everywhere. They're at all brokerages. They're picking up ideas. They're seeing things. You should be calling them and finding out more about what they're doing. Okay, let's jump, because we want to get into some.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, let's talk about content. So, I got a couple statistics for you. Alcohol sales are up 55% in America.
Sure.
Surprise, surprise, right? Okay. Social media, people on social media is up like over 140%. It's like ridiculous how much more action is happening. Now, I'm not an Insta picture guy. I'm not a chat snack guy. I do Facebook. That one's. I do Facebook. I do Facebook a lot. I'm on Facebook a lot. I get in some arguments. I'm maybe stupid, some of the stuff that I say on there, but that's my choice. But I have a lot of people looking for information from me, and I'm creating a lot of conversations. So while if you normally post stuff that's funny or cartoons or memes or whatever it is, all good. Don't stop being who you are. But now is the time for people that you don't know to see your value. Huge.
Well, you just made a good point. I mean, there's over it's up 140%. You said, right? So, and that just means more people are on social media right now. So why wouldn't you be out there as much and building your business, right? So this is the time to really make those communications. And one of the ways you mentioned Facebook. So I don't know if you guys know, but Facebook, you can actually work like a database. So they call them lists. So you literally can put people into lists. Like one list can be realtors, one list can be buyers or clients, and power partners can be another list. So you literally can break everyone down. And what's great about this is that when you go to that list, then you can communicate just with that list. So when you can see just what that list is posting and doing, so that makes you more productive when you're out there doing your social media instead of having to scroll through your entire list. So you should be strategically making posts to all the different lists and communicating and really building your business that way.
Think of all the people that you can add right now, by providing value. If there's more people on there, there's bigger possibility of people seeing what you're writing. So content is key right now. So I'm going to use the number one word in our industry right now as far as realtors are concerned, and then I'm going to get into the whole iBuyer thing and how they cannot, under any circumstances, new home builds or iBuyers, they cannot be fiduciaries. It's impossible. Read this. A fiduciary is a person who holds a legal or ethical relationship of trust with one or more other parties. Typically, a fiduciary prudently takes care of money or other assets for another person. That means that you have the ultimate commitment to your client to do what's best for them financially. If you're on the buy and the sell side, it is impossible to be a fiduciary to both sides. Not possible. Dual agency, John Dyer will argue with you all day long and tell you it's not possible. So right now, when it comes to the iBuyers, which are all in trouble right now, and I'm going to cover that in a second too. iBuyers. Why do you think when your clients go into a new build, they want to know if you have a realtor right off the bat? Because if you don't, they got you. They got you. You're going to use their lender. If you want any discounts on this tile that you want to upgrade, you have to use our lender. They got you, okay? That's why they don't want another realtor involved, because they know they're going to bend over every client that comes in the door. So, same thing with iBuyers. You cannot be a fiduciary. It's impossible to be a fiduciary if you're an iBuyer. Let's talk about iBuyers real quick. Facts. That's another thing as far as content. Provide facts. Be positive, be real, provide facts. Facts are key right now. If you have an opinion, let people know that's your opinion. If it's a fact, let them know it's a fact. And go back and make sure you know it's a fact. So I'm going to give you some statistics right now. Open Door let all their salespeople go. EXP laid off 15% of their staff, and all the executives were forced to take a cut. OfferPad, Zillow, Homey, All these people are on pause. I heard yesterday, this is my opinion, I don't know this to be a fact yet, Open Door, it was either Open Door or OfferPad, reneged on multiple deals they were buying. They just walked away. Lost earnest money, whatever they had to do, they just walked away. Here's the reason. iBuyers have a timetable. Okay, they buy a house, they rehab it, they put it on the market. They're looking for a 90-day window from acquisition to sale, to close of escrow. They want a 90-day window. If it goes longer than that, it's not in their concept. They will start losing money at 100 days. Very important that you know that. So why does that, excuse me, Mike, why does that create an opportunity right now? If I get a buyer looking in the 250 to 350 range, the first thing I'm going to search for them is every listing that's OfferPad, Open Door, Homey, all of those guys. That's the first thing I'm going to look at. If I can find something in that mix that works for them, we have the upper hand. Why? Because they want to sell. They are really motivated to sell right now. They're sitting on properties they don't want. They want that cash. They want that cash out, and they're not buying right now. So it presents an opportunity. There's an opportunity. I hope everybody is hearing me on that. Look, I think most of them limit their buys at below 500,000. So there's not a lot above that. 475, something like that. I'm not sure what the number is. But if you got a buyer in that range, you know how to pull it up on Armless. You can pull up by brokerage. I want everything that Open Door is offering in Chandler, in Glendale, in Surprise, in Scottsdale, whatever. Pull it up. Those are opportunities. Big time, those are opportunities. Let's talk about something else. So we got this, Mike. Mm-hmm. We got this. Here's more opportunity. Okay. So why are rentals an opportunity? Our inventory right now is what?
It's still low. Even though the iBuyers and all that have exited or on pause, as you say, the listings have come up a little bit, but we're still low on inventory. So
here's where it's going to change. Mark my words. My opinion. Rental market is. I mean, you can get $1.50 a foot right now for, a dump. People are paying huge money for rentals right now. The VRBOs of the world, and what's the other one? That other like daily rental thing, VRBO, and there's some other online stuff. Whatever. They're losing. They're losing right now because they're getting no income. Airlines are down 96 point something %. Nobody's flying. Nobody's going anywhere. Okay, so all those people that had those VRBOs that they make daily money on, they get $300 a night or whatever it is, $1,500 for a weekend. They're losing money right now, like that. They're hemorrhaging money right now. I believe a lot of those people that were just kind of in that market are going to be like, I really took it right in the shorts on that. Let's just sell this property. We've made money on it for a couple of years. Let's sell it. Our inventory will go up exponentially. Our inventory will go up.
Opportunity for listings. So
listings. Those are listings, and it's more inventory. What do we need? We need more inventory. There's going to be buyers again. Trust me, there'll be buyers again. And as soon as school is out and school is done, all the folks that are thinking about, okay, we got to move little Tommy and little Susie over to this school. Let's start looking in that area. You watch. If you're not in front of people, if you're not out there, if you're not on Facebook or whatever way it is that you're talking to people, if you're not out there, you're going to miss the boat because this is going to explode. I told you that the news cycle would change. It's changing. It's happening. You have to be vocal. You have to be out there. You have to let people know that you're an agent. If you go to the grocery store, wear a name tag. What's it going to hurt? Put your name on your face mask. I'm a realtor. Have fun with it. Do whatever you got to do. Create some contact with people, because when this turns, it's going to turn, and it's going to turn big.
Yeah.
iBuyers, rentals, all those people are going to add inventory to what our current market is. Okay? I'm just going through these as we go, Mike.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we got this. We talked about opportunity. All right. We talked about this, right?
Yeah. But are you finished with the
No,
content?
no. I think that's our main thing. So let's go back to content. Okay. However it is that you're communicating with your clients, your potential clients, whatever it is, content is key right now. So whether you have a reputation of being funny, or a reputation of being serious, a reputation of providing facts and data and stuff like that, I think it's really important right now that you think about what your broader or audience looks like. Okay, so if you post on your private page something about the Bears or how the Cubs are going to be horrible or whatever that looks like, do that. Do what you got to do. But like Mike said earlier, there's a lot of different pages that you can find on Facebook that you can provide value at. And you're late already. You're late to the game. You need to get in the game.
Yeah. And communication right now isn't about, pitching, and selling. It is really just about positivity and connecting and a place of gratitude and a place of, obviously the more genuine the better, but it's all about, how can we help people right now? And sometimes it's not about, can we help you buy or sell real estate? Maybe it's helping them find another position at another company or something, because there are a lot of people that don't have jobs right now. So there's a lot of, it's really just being there for people right now. So being out there communicating, how can you help? Well, and he talked about rentals. I know an agent that put out a simple statement in one of the Facebook groups. So in Facebook, this is just, here's a tip for agents right now to get some business in, and you can go out to all the different Facebook groups like Buy, Sell, Rent Phoenix, Buy, Sell, Rent Mesa, Buy, Sell, Rent Scottsdale, all over the valley. And there was an agent that put out a simple statement, and all they said was, what's keeping you from buying a home today? And that's all they said. And they got 13 different responses where it was down payment or credit or different things like that. But what that created was an incredible opportunity to have conversation with all these people that had questions. So those are different things that you can do right now. So that's what, by content, what are you doing? It's some Facebook posts. It's some Sphere calls to your database. It's Instagram posts or sharing stories or different things.
Or make sure the content's viral.
Yeah,
make sure the content's viral.
And it's just about really connecting right now, and or reconnecting. So some people you're reconnecting with, maybe it's through your database, but then connecting with others and bringing that positivity and that communication and staying out in front of them, building that trust equity with everyone, so that when we do come on the other side of this, the people see you as not a salesperson, but someone that truly was there, prepared and helped and provided value through this whole time. So,
and if your opinion is different than another realtor that they're talking to, you might be out, you might be in, you might gain, you might lose. You have your opinion. Be you. Provide data. Provide facts. There's a lot of bullshit out there. People are just making stuff up and they say whatever they want and they put it on Facebook, and it causes turmoil. It causes people agitated. They're getting freaked out. Provide facts. Be calm. Be positive. This is what the market looks like. Don't shy away from negativity that's really, truly negative. This is real. Whether you believe it's a hoax or whatever, it's real. It's real to a lot of people. It's real to a lot of people that may or may not be looking for a realtor. So you get your choice on who you want to work with. My choice is to provide value. Provide value. Be a fiduciary. That's the most important role that we have, is being a fiduciary. Provide value. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's people that are...
brought that up. It's like crazy right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting probably 2 or 3 times a day, I'm getting, you just won this, and text back, or you just, lots of stuff going on.
Somebody
right now.
changed a setting on my phone to make them all potential spams. So if it's a potential spam call, it tells me it's potential spam.
Yeah.
Pass. Just hang up on it.
But just beware of that. If there's something that you are seeing a lot of, that's one thing that you can help your clients and friends and family to make sure they're aware of, that they're not clicking on some of this stuff. So just beware of that.
Let's go back to content. Again, Lawyer's Title is hosting Tina Tambor Wednesday. I'm pretty sure.
Don't miss it.
Ask Kelly. You can get on it. Don't miss it. So when you're talking about data, she brings data, like hardcore graphs and exact numbers. Provide that. Take that information, because not everybody's going to see Tina Tambor. You have to sign up for the Cromford report. Some people want it, some people don't. Take it. Take that information and post it on your Facebook or wherever you post stuff. Take that data. That's what people are looking for. They're looking for facts. They're looking for data. They're looking for facts, and they're looking for information that's backed by facts and data. So be that person. Once again, provide value. Probably the most important thing to do right now on this entire board is to provide value. Whether it's somebody you know, whether it's a past client, whether it's family, whether it's your neighbors, whether it's your cousin's uncle's sister, whoever it might be, provide value. It's super important to provide value. And all of this stuff, all combined, can help you with that. Talk to your title rep. Ask your lender, what's going on in the market right now? How do you feel about what's lending? What's happening in lending? Provide value. Take that. Provide value. When somebody starts asking you questions, say, you know what? My card says realtor, but I have a lender you can talk to that can answer those questions. You are providing value. Let me give you somebody that's professional that you can talk to. Providing you have a lending partner that you trust that can give good value, good facts, turn that over to, once again, it's a two-way street. Value.
Yeah.
I mean, value is key right now.
Absolutely.
No matter what you're. And somebody wrote in there that another pillar would be agent referral. I'm going to go right back to the partner thing. Referrals. If you're talking about agent referrals from outside the state or something like that, absolutely. Once again, provide value. Let them know that absolutely give and take. That'll be a two-way street. If you have more questions on how the agent referral team thing works, let me know. Positive but real, your call. You know, I mean, I choose to be very positive.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah,
Anything at all? I mean, please ask any question, anything.
Okay, so Richie Laser, for content, the message has to meet the market. Give your sphere content on how to manage during the coronavirus. There's another great point. Very good. Way to bring that up. So what about if you're providing content that has nothing to do with real estate? Not a bad idea too.
No, it's not, because that's when the trust factor, that's what we were just talking about, just reconnecting with people, reaching out to them, showing care, showing genuineness, being willing to help. And sometimes it's not about real estate, it might be about they're actually looking for a financial advisor, especially now with all the stuff that's going on with the CARES Act and all the stuff there might be a way to be a resource in the sense of connecting them with somebody that can explain all the different things that are happening out there in regards to the stimulus package and how do they benefit, do they not benefit, all that stuff. So definitely just being that person of being able to connect them with others. So
even it's going to sound silly, but I found this great deal on pizza. This one company's got this deal on pizza. You're providing value. All of a sudden they're like, oh yeah. Mike showed me this place you can get pizza that got a special for something. You provided value. Maybe it's not real estate, but you're providing value. So,
and what was his question again?
Just that to give your sphere content on how to manage during coronavirus.
Yeah. One of it is being, we talked about being safe and showing clients. Maybe there's questions or things like that. You definitely do need to make it relevant to what's going on now, because this is sort of the new normal for right now, at least until there's a vaccine or a cure or something for that. But there is going to be things are going to change a little bit. So
yeah, I look at a lot of different things. I'm doing a lot of research right now on how this is going to have long-term effects. This will have long-term effects on our way of life. I mean, they're saying, Dr. Fauci the other day said maybe we shouldn't shake hands anymore. So yeah, this is going to have a lot of long-term effects. But ultimately, I truly believe that the outcome of this is going to be positive. I really do. I think it's going to make everybody wake up and realize how really lucky we are and how blessed we are. I personally thank God every day for all the blessings that I have. It's tough right now, but we have a lot to be thankful
for. I think I'm going to add to that question too is even more important to catch Tina Tambera next week and she did one just a little over a week ago about the market and where we're at and the statistics. I think it's good to be armed with what is really going on in the Phoenix market, where the inventory is, having that information so that conversation's even better when clients have questions. Because some are going to be saying, is now the right time to buy, things like that. So you want to be prepared for that. So I think not only is providing genuineness and seeing how people are, reaching out to them, but having that information. So asking questions, reaching out to the leaders, even here at my home group or out in the marketplace, getting some of that information so you're armed with what's happening right now.
Yeah, and I always preach it. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, the more power you have. And Tina Tambor, once again, Lawyer's Title is hosting Tina Tambor on Wednesday. Awesome. I mean, talk about knowledge. You come away with knowledge. You might even come away with knowledge that you really don't even understand. Because I'll be honest with you, I went through it last week. I was like, wait, I must have missed something. I'm not sure how that graph worked. You can reach out and find those answers. There's a lot of different places to get answers. Here's something else too. In your spare time, all of a sudden you got time to maybe educate yourself. I had somebody the other day tell me they went to something called Babbel, and they're learning Spanish during this thing. There was some kind of sale, COVID sale on learn a language in 3 weeks or this. So yeah, take advantage of this time to educate yourself on stuff. Listen to your kids. They have a lot. They'll tell you stuff that you're like, whoa, really, that's crazy. So there's opportunity in everything. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to close with this. Here's what I'm going to tell you. So whether you're a My Home Group agent or not, I have to throw it out to Mark and Jeremy. We don't see them. You're not seeing them every day. They do the pulse, which is kind of like the pulse of the company, and for all intents and purposes, the State of the Union that they do. I think they do that monthly, and they give you a lot of numbers, and we talk about how great things are going, and it's very positive. I need to tell you that Mark and Jeremy are working tirelessly to not only combat COVID and the effects it's having on our brokerage, but they're not looking back. Okay, I talk to Mark a lot. They're looking forward, and they're creating stuff for when this thing is over. It's going to be amazing. This brokerage is not by any means. Don't be afraid that they're like, oh my God, they're not.
They're thinking already of ways, how the benefits of, even though this is a trying time and there's a lot going on, but for them, they're thinking about as a company, how do we continue to keep being innovative and moving forward and there's some good things that come out of this. Like, we've learned a lot about using technology like Zoom and integrating that in and how that will be more of a mainstay in some things that we do here in the future. But you're right, they're one of the things they always say that they want the 10-second head start. Like right now, everybody's behind the gate, right? They're on the horse behind the gate.
They're not playing.
And they want to be 10 seconds ahead of that when the gates open. So it is, and that's the time for all of us right now to think about, where are we at in our business soon, and how is your day going? It's easily, especially when you're working at home, to be distracted from things. So how are you structuring your day to make it more productive for you every day? But yeah, they're definitely one of the things they also like to do right now. Mark and Jeremy doing is they're over communicating. So they're what I mean by that is they're constantly reaching out. They're constantly providing value and being positive and providing information to everyone. And so that's something that you could do for your sphere of influence for everybody that as well. So just a lot of good things that's happening here at the company. Those guys are really being amazing leaders and leading the charge with all this stuff.
Yeah, let me throw this out too. So if you feel like you've got some input, whether it be negative or positive, I'd like to see the brokers do this, or thank God the brokerage is doing this. Reach out to me. Use me as a conduit. I have Mark and Jeremy's ear. I have their home phone numbers. I know where they live. I can get a message to them. They want to hear from you guys. And if you don't feel like you're comfortable with maybe telling them something, give it to me. I'll take it to them. I promise you. If you want to be anonymous on it, I promise you I will respect your anonymity. No problems. So if you want to use me as a conduit to Mark and Jeremy, please don't hesitate to do it. Positivity, negativity, whatever it might be, whatever you're feeling, let us know.
Yeah. So we got a few minutes. We got a few minutes left, but anything at all, any question at all, post it out there. Does it look like somebody posted something there? Any questions? Anything?
Aaron Vasquez, I'm trying to connect farmers with shoppers in a virtual farmers market. Awesome. There's something different. Okay, take a look at the notes. There's one guy that's, Aaron Vasquez. He's trying to connect farmers with a farmers market. What a great idea.
That's great.
Drive-through farmers market. You know, if you know a place where you can do a drive-through COVID test, share it with the group. Send it to me. I'll share it with everybody. What's some other like different things, Mike? That I know I went to Walmart yesterday, and Walmart now has a line to get in, and they've got X's every 6 feet. That moves really fast. It's no big deal, but everybody's adjusting. People are adjusting to this stuff. If you're in your neighborhood and you have somebody that's elderly and you can help them out, go knock on their door, leave a note on the door and say, hey, if you need toilet paper, if you need something, call me. Next time I go get it, I'll drop some by, something like that. I'm big on veterans issues, and I'm sit on the board of a veterans home that takes in homeless vets. If you want a place to help out, just let me know. They're always looking for water and toilet paper and Kleenex and paper towels and food, and it's tough right now for everybody. So share, I mean, it's a great time to share. It's a great time to open your heart. If you've got help others. I know a lot of people are thinking, yeah, but I gotta save everything right now. I might not get another deal for 6 months. I get it. It's your own personal situation wherever you're at. If you can help. If you can't, totally understandable. Maybe you're the one that needs help. Reach out. This brokerage is a family. I can tell you, I've had so many conversations with Mark about what an incredible family my home group is, and those guys are, Mark and Jeremy they're sincere about that. They really, truly are. So if you need help, let us know. Use me as a conduit if I can help you out.
Anything?
That's all I got. Any other questions?
Yeah, a minute or two left. Anything at all? How's everybody doing? Everybody, it's Friday. Good Friday.
So as far as doing what you have to get business, I've been keeping this pretty serious today. But I will tell you that my first week as a realtor, I did this, and I went and I stood on the highway because I had all my chips on the table. I had to make this work, and I did, and I did this, and seriously, I got a listing appointment 45 minutes after this posted. God's honest truth, I have people that will back that up. So
I'm not saying I would recommend you go stand on a highway with a sign like this, but
it worked. There's a video. Go to my YouTube page or my website. You'll see it. But yeah, so get out of the box. Find something that works. I'm trying to spread positivity about the market. If people ask me questions, I give them the truth, whether it's what they want to hear or what they don't want to hear. Just be honest with people. But really, seriously, probably the most important thing we talked about today is provide value. And if value is just you made somebody laugh, then make somebody laugh. Or you got them a roll of toilet paper. Or you got them statistics on Chandler. Or statistics on Surprise or Scottsdale. Just provide value. Ask people what they need. How can I help you? Let them tell you what they need. Don't try to guess. Ask. I think that's about it. So we'll be back. I think we're doing this again next Friday. If you have a subject you want us to discuss, I do know one thing. I'm going to talk to Mark and Jeremy about possibly having Dax, our in-house legal counsel, discuss the whole CARES Act and how it applies to realtors.
Yeah, we should have them on for a little bit.
Yeah, or maybe Mark or Jeremy can come in and talk a little bit about. I know a lot of people are printing stuff and they're like, God, this is so confusing. It's different. It's different. And
I think we'll touch on video too next week a little bit. So just on doing video right now, providing value that way. And there's different things that you can do video wise too. So we can touch on that a little bit, maybe bring Dax in a little bit.
Send us ideas. You can reach me at jwalksaz@gmail. You can reach Mike at
Michael Marlowe, myhomegroup.com.
Send us stuff that you guys want us to talk about. If we're intelligent enough to do it, we will. If we're not, then we'll fake it.
We'll fake it till we make it.
All right, guys. All right, Kel, I think that's it.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Stay positive.
Okay, sorry, you want?